Hello folks, and welcome back to our Vampire Coast playthrough for Total War, Warhammer 2. In the last episode, we struck out against the High Elves in Ulthuan, destroyed a couple of their provinces. We even took the Glittering Tower here. Unfortunately, they were able to strike back against us and wiped out 3 of our armies, which was not good at all. So right now, we're just building up at Val's Anvil. We have 2 other armies over at Eagle Gate that will be attacking in the next turn. And other than that, well, let's see where things go. I did download a mod called Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's working. I don't know if that's an issue with the Vortex campaign, or if that's an issue with the fact that I'm using an old save. But either way, unfortunately, can't use it right now. Pickle Mike says, yay, let's shoot up some commies. I don't know if I would classify High Elves as commies, but maybe. Alright, Frank can't do anything, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what we can do. Let's build up this, though. Because one thing that we can consider doing, I don't know if we will do it or not, is build up a force at Sartosa to go and attack from this end. It's a possibility. Alright, let's end the turn, and then we'll go from there. And the High Elves are on the move, of course. Also, for anyone who is coming to this stream afterwards, definitely be sure to check out the Discord and go into the Vote tab up towards the top. Right up there, I am currently doing a vote on what sort of games I should do after we finish Total War Warhammer. Right now, it looks like, based on what I saw before I started the stream, another playthrough of Total War Warhammer using Norska is currently in the lead. So, but be sure to go on there and vote. A thumbs up is a vote for the game, a thumbs down is a vote against the game. So, and whatever is highest we'll go with once we complete this. I was thinking maybe we were getting close to the point of being done with this campaign in the last episode. And then I kind of jinxed it, and we ended up having to now, you know, continue this because, well, it was also Fax Matter wanted me to go for the Glittering Tower. But that ended up causing us to lose our forces. And speak of the devil, hi there, Fax Matter. Fax Matter says, vote, and like in Chicago, vote often. Even when you're dead. Oh no, come on, Vashnar's Conquest. You were supposed to continue fighting them. And of course, Lothern brings Jared's errantry army against us. Fax Matter says, I'm the villain. You could be, you could be. Alright, well, one thing we want to figure out is where is this Jared's errantry army? Oh, they're all the way up there? They're not. Oh, yes! Yes! This mod does work. You just had to end a turn. Nice. Alright. So it looks like what this mod does, I thought that it only did separate lords, you know, like any defeated legendary lord, but no, it only does legendary lords for your faction. But that's still nice. Pickle Mike wants me to try peace with the High Elves, so we will look at them. If I was to offer peace, they will not take it. If I offered, say, 20,000, still a low success chance, so they are not looking to do it. But, good news. I can now recruit Some of the big legendary lords. Fax Matter says death to the Thalmor. Yeah. They are pretty much the Thalmor, aren't they? In some sense, you know, they're High Elves. They're on an island, just like the High Elves in Skyrim. Okay, so we're going to go over to Sartosa. And we have Count Noctilus here, and we have Celestra Direfin. So Celestra is the custom sort of lord. She doesn't actually exist in the lore as far as the stuff in Warhammer Fantasy. So she was created completely as a kind of like a lord for just the game, which is like a neat little thing. She has Siren of the Storm, increases physical resistance for the army by 5%, and she also enables magical attacks for the entire army. Who would that be very useful against? That would probably be very useful against anyone that has, well, like definitely other vampire factions that use ethereal units. That would be very good against. Let's see, Count Noctilus here, Lord of Dread. Count Noctilus abandons Sylvania to become the captain of the Dread Fleet and master of the Galleon's Graveyard. He's the foremost bringer of death upon the high seas, and he reduces the upkeep for Necrofex Colossi by 20%. It's not bad. He also increases weapon strength for large units. So you know what? We could give Noctilus here a whole bunch of really big units. Give him a whole bunch of Necrofex Colossi, that sort of thing. So that's something to keep in mind. But Pickle Mike says that sounds useful. I agree. But we'll at least resurrect. Let's see. We'll resurrect the Pickler first and start his army together. So we'll do 3 depth guard pole arms, 2 deck gunners, and 4 handguns. But I'm gonna take away a couple of those because we gotta do the big units for the Pickler's army. Pickle Mike asks, how was your day? Not too bad. I tried to get out of work early, but it didn't work. Oh well. Alright. Tommy Drury here. You're still recruiting a few units. But what should I recruit? Something that can be completed relatively quickly. Sartosan militia are weak against armor. That kind of sucks. But at the same time, they're quicker than anything else. They'd suck against cavalry, but they might be useful in other ways. So you know, we'll take them on.
The sea brings death.
Pickle Mike says you can always jump out a window to get out early. I mean, I guess that's possible. Alright, so we're gonna head for the Eagle Gate here. Take that. If we can take the Eagle Gate, that would be a great position to send out some of our other forces.
The tide has come in.
Serve for eternity.
Move forward. Alright, we got both forces going in here. Now the thing about the Eagle Gates, even though it's a fortified thing, it actually does not give you the chance to build siege units. It's a weird little thing. But, so you have to like fight it with just whatever you bring. Fax Matter says, lady said she wanted to create something and I said go create me a sandwich. And actually, Pickle Mike, now that I think about it, you can't really jump out a window to get out early because we don't have any windows in the casino. They do that on purpose so you don't know what time of day it is. That's why if you when you get old enough to go to a casino, you'll notice there's never any clocks or anything like that around. I was wondering what these units are over here. But I think those are regular Lothern Sea Guard. I think it's because I usually see the ones that with shields that I didn't know what that unit card was. But yeah, I think those are just the regular Lothern Sea Guard. Pickle Mike said go through the air vents then, I suppose. Fax Matter says, been to Horseshoe and Hammond, and it looked kind of dirty. Ooh. That's not a good thing. Alright. So reinforcements are coming from behind this army. Starter Mongols over here to give them a little surprise. Mortars will be set up as group 4. She's going to go in with group 1 here. And these guys will be group 2. Alright, I think we're all ready to go. Group 4 starts there. Group 2 move to there. Group 1 there. Group 3 there. Alright, let's send our scurvy dogs to support group 3 here. Same with the bats. How are we doing on that tower? Gradually getting there. Alright, yeah, they're close enough to attack. Good. Fax Matter asks, which was the most disappointing game of 2018? I mean, for me, probably Fallout 76. Definitely of the games I've played, it was definitely 76. And Pickle Mike is being very dirty there. Alright, you guys provide some support there. Oh, these guys are actually called Gate Guard. Maybe that's why I don't know of their unit card. Fax Matter says same as far as 76 goes. Battlefield 5 was a close second. Yeah, I haven't played Battlefield 5, so I can't give my input on that. Go get them! Attack the eagles! Fax Matter says Battlefield 5 was a reskin of Battlefield 1 and shit for historic facts. Basically a reskin and crap version of Battlefield 1. I just realized they spawned that eagle. I didn't know they had a thing to spawn eagles. Interesting. Pickle Mike says Battlefield 5 was a hot pill of mess. as well as 1. The last good one we had was 4. That seems to be my general sense from what I've seen online. You know, I haven't really found too many people that have been too excited from Battlefield games since 4. So, is this noble spawning? I really wish I knew what was spawning these great eagles. I didn't know there was something that spawned great eagles. Facts Matter says, was happy about Command and Conquer until I heard mobile only crap. Oh, yeah, that was a mess. That's just like the whole Diablo thing, too. There's absolutely no reason that... I mean, especially because of the fact that it's pretty much just a reskin of Diablo 3. Kind of being sold as a new game and all. It's a real mess with Diablo. The enemy stronghold will soon be yours. Excellent. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Beat them up.
Enemies, wail!
Facts Matter says to enslave all. Nah, that's what the Dark Elves do. Vampire Coast guys don't really enslave. I mean, they probably kill, and then once the people are dead, then they kind of like resurrect them, probably. Just like most vampire factions do, so.
Don't stop! At last! All is chaos!
I do really like the whole look of these heavy infantry in that, though. The Depth Guard do have a really nice look to them.
No quarter!
Flee!
Feed us to kills! Fleet, Admiral! Sage my sword!
Oh, no, you don't. No! Pushing around my ghosts, damn it.
Blood dispel! Die!
Alright, let's speed this up here. We've pretty much won this. Hi there, Omar. Also, Omar, you made things horrible by downvoting pretty much almost everything there. Not really. It's well in your right to downvote everything in the poll. I think the only thing you left open was... was it Warhammer that you didn't downvote? I think that was. Let's see. Look at the vote thing. Nope, you downvoted that too. What did you not downvote? Oh, you didn't downvote Dragon Age Origins. Okay.
Blood and plunder.
Alright, so we lost one handgunner, one Mongol, We did lose a lot of our lesser forces though.
The gods protect us.
We could liberate, but yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to occupy.
As I foresaw.
Because these eagle gates let us build up some decent stuff here. Really? This is how they do it now. It used to be that you had access to different things that you could build here, but apparently they just do it as a gate now. Interesting. It's alright, Omar. It's alright. Alright, who can we recruit here?
Admiral of the fleet.
Alright, so these eagle gates are going to be a great place to recruit some of our better lords. Let's start with Aranessa. She'll start with
More bodies washed up.
a group of polearm guys, 2 deck gunners, some handguns, and then she'll also need some artillery as well. We'll start one with the carronade. Nah, it's alright, Omar. It's alright to downvote.
On deck.
It's just for a while everything was skewed a little weird, and then now it's kind of skewed differently,
Astride.
for better or worse.
Aim for their stores. Fleet captain, report.
Meta Knight. Go assault those guys.
Tower. Fear me.
Excellent. Alright, Vokun is maxed out with his forces. This guy will be maxed out soon. And Pickler is working on it. And yeah, Pickle Mike, Fortnite will not be up there. Facts Matter says another example of why democracy sucks. Failure. Aww. Alright, I think we're good to go now. Oh yeah, Bibble's back. Bibble, let's get you moving. And Pickler 2.1 will get you moving as well.
Has the crew's respect.
What to do for her? She's doing that, she's doing that. I guess I could probably boost. Do that, because that's a good buff there for the melee attack.
Can't get the ship up here.
Failure. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. And then we'll see what happens next. One thing I am noticing though is that we are kind of getting to a point where we might need more money coming in. Oh god, they have like 3 armies there. Let me guess, they're approaching where I am, probably. So Dalos there, are you heading to Tor Sithai or somewhere else? I do wonder. Also, facts matter. In defense of women, I will say most people need direction. Oh yeah, I forgot about that big army that's at Hexawaddle. Gotta remember to do something with them next turn. Try to remember anyways. Although they might be heading for Hexawaddle, so that might not be a good thing. No, Omar, I don't need a GPS. Downvote you for your old memes. And facts matter whether you like it or not. I will say at least there are some women leaders. Like, I believe Hillary was a leader, you know, regardless of your opinion, your likely opinions on her. Alright. 3 mortars there. Do we do a Mourngul? We could do a Mourngul. We need a spot for Bibble. And let's do... Actually, you know what? Instead of Mournguls, we'll do 2 Rotting Promethean Gunnery mobs.
Futile.
My pistols speak better than I. The dead call.
Success! Haha.
By hook or sword, they'll fall.
And facts matter, I think she was a pretty effective Secretary of State.
Sea dog.
Alright, Ben Holloway here. We'll give you that one.
Admiral
L will give you a couple of those.
Sea dog.
And we have Toralier. Toralier is probably the place we want to go.
Ahoy!
The galleon awaits. Serve for eternity. Darkness comes.
So facts matter, going to your whole point there. I mean, I think the Hillary Clinton State Department worked to balance out the more aggressive nature that was with George W. Bush. For one, Libya, you know, was completely justified with what we did as far as Libya goes.
Ulthuan filth. Yes, master.
And pretty much the same with Syria. The problem with Syria was Obama laid his, you know, put his line in the sand and then didn't enforce it. But I think that was after Hillary had left as Secretary of State. You know, I mean, Hillary pretty much was the backbone to Obama's foreign policy for the first 4 years. Can we? No, fail. success. Not critical success, but success nevertheless. In battle, you will just sabotage there. Critical failure! Oh, come on, Babel. I almost wonder if I should just go for Toralier. Although we wouldn't want to wipe it out because that does have one of our places here, which is spreading vampiric corruption. But we could sack it into oblivion. That would be an option.
Undead raiders.
Well, we're gonna do that.
Blood and plunder.
It's time to
Continue
tame.
siege.
The seas are my domain.
You go into that. And go over there, maybe. Maybe.
Prepare
Are you close enough there? Yes, okay. Wipe them out. All of them.
Let's fight.
And somehow our bloated corpses survive there.
Suck it. Follow, shipmates.
Yes. Get going. Blood and plunder.
Alright. Let's... Oh, wait. I almost ended the turn and I forgot about this army over here. So first, defenses. Then we got that. How are they looking? They're healing up. There's really no good option around here, though. Not really. Alright, let's end the turn. Alright, facts matter. Going back to what you were asking. Egypt... Egypt is a complicated situation one way or another.
My skills increase.
Did the Obama administration make the right calls as far as Egypt goes? I don't know. I mean, that was in the whole Arab Spring and all that. A lot of things were going on. So they did set up. Facts Matter says, agreed to disagree. I'm glad Assad has handled the situation instead of the Caliphate. What are you guys up to? I mean, Assad is... Let me say that I'm not exactly against dictators per se. But, you know, certainly them doing, you know, mass killings, you know, dropping barrel bombs from helicopters and all that on civilians and that sort of thing that the Assad regime was doing. I mean, that certainly creates justification to go in and do something. And certainly the chemical weapons was major bad parts on from Assad's regime. So does Krokgar actually have an army there that isn't taking attrition damage? Maybe they are. Except now that they're in my territory again. Ah, idiots. Facts Matter says dictators are needed in certain areas. Democracy isn't for everyone. I mean...
My anger rises like the tide. Don't.
What do you guys want? Trade agreement, and they're offering money. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I'm also like, you know, I mean, the fact of the matter is, Assad has never been our dictator. He wasn't like Saddam. Saddam was our dictator at one point, during the Iran-Iraq war and all that. Although that's an interesting situation because Saddam, much like Gaddafi, was pretty much like a socialist.
Captain, on deck.
Alright, Quran Car we can make give us some money. Let's go ahead and do that. Slaver's Point. We could. They don't have too much money for us though. Yeah, I forgot about all these hero guys that are hanging around here. What to do with you guys? Do we bring you up to help? I mean, I could. There's just no good option right now with those guys. We'll just leave them there.
Onwards!
Ridiculous.
Buccaneer of the dead. Fear us!
Good job, Meta Knight. Good job.
Certainly not.
Undead.
Facts Matter says, should have never invaded Iraq. They were contained already. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can go there. Oh, I should have put them into encamp stance. That was a failure on my part.
Send them down.
The dragon ships are weaker than paper. About time. Deckhands, forward!
Alright, so we're going to go to Reaver's Mark here and wipe them out.
Attack the cars! Attack! It's time to tame the cattle.
Raise!
More power. Where to? Treasure is there.
Treasure.
Actually, let's combine some of these forces
Admiral.
so we can raise a few more.
Landfolk are weak.
You all increase your replenishment rate there. Combine them and raise that one. I mean, Iraq is a complicated situation, similar to the whole thing with Gaddafi. I mean, you know, when they're killing their own people, that certainly sets up justification. Was it beneficial for the US to do it? I think it's pretty much clear you can say that it wasn't. I would have been more supportive of it had we done, you know, something like... That was 100% success rate? How did that happen? I don't know how that happened, but I'm not complaining. I would have actually supported going into Iraq and kind of doing what Trump had actually talked about at some point, which is, you know, kind of nationalizing the oil reserves and putting it to our use. Alright. Let's see. Aranessa's there. Oh, is the pickler down here? Is that where I put him? Oh, this is where I put him. Okay. We'll need some mortars. And let's give him a couple more goals. Facts Matter says the far left would have had a fit at a time. Their chants were blood for oil, and honestly, I believe it was blood for Israel. Doesn't surprise me that that's what you believe. It was Facts Matter, given some of your indications. But going beyond any potential blood for Israel stuff, one little interesting thing is back in 2005 when I was a freshman in college, I actually mentioned that whole idea about sort of nationalizing the oil reserves to benefit the US, and my political science teacher for my very first political science class pretty much called me a fascist for it. So I can wear the fascist label proudly. Also, I just realized I sent Pickler 2.1 up there. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Facts Matter says should have nationalized it. Yeah, pretty much. It would have benefited the US doing that. Alright, Aranessa, you are going to be placed in the Eagle Gate to defend. Pigeons, you keep Tyrion there. And you keep leveling up too, because that's always a good thing. Facts Matter says I've been called everything from a commie to a Nazi. You damn commie Nazi. Let's see. Pickmike said, so I'm guessing the only reason we went to Iraq was for the oil. See, I kind of disagree with that. I think it was actually an attempt at spreading democracy and that sort of thing. Certainly there are private entities that benefited greatly from the war in Iraq. You know, companies like Halliburton, that sort of thing. What is that no-egg guy doing? Also, one interesting thing is that Avalorn is actually weakening here. I think it's because of some of the actions of, like, the Blessed Dread and all that. And Clan Moors. Yeah, the Blessed Dread actually have taken up a little territory up here. Interesting.
Rises like the tide.
You want me to join the war against the exiles of Nehek? Nah.
My thirst with elf blood.
Alright, let's see. So Vokun is pretty much all ready to go. Tommy Drury is all ready to go, and Pickler is all ready to go.
Dead eye shot. The dead come.
I could go by sea to try and take them. Let's send the Pickler and Vokun by sea.
Admiral of the fleet. All bones on deck. Fill the sails!
Facts Matter says the main reason I said blood for Israel is Wolfowitz was working on Israeli futures, or Israel's future, and the enemies as an Israeli to be removed to make safe during the Clinton administration, then hired by Bush. A little complicated how I was trying to explain that, word through that, but
They are shark baits.
oh, Evershale also has a corrupted tavern. That means I can't quite destroy that either. I can destroy the Gaean Veil though.
Where to?
I admit I did always find it kind of weird that there were so many right-wingers in the Clinton administration.
Out of here.
You know, there was that one big pollster or whatever guy. Or the chief of staff, Clinton's chief of staff or something like that.
We will be
Is like some far right-winger that ended up working for Fox News after.
Vampire of the waves.
I thirst.
The crew are restless. Landfolk are weak.
Blood kiss officers.
Admiral of the fleet.
We'll send a message.
Alright, another place.
Smell that.
Let's see,
rat.
50% or 200. Well, 50% is still more, so I guess we'll do that then.
Fury. Captain.
ridiculous.
Duel to the death. Hide and cower.
A trusted officer.
Find that recoil.
No, not a critical failure from Voodoo 2. Aww. Alright, so Babel, or Bibble, can join with Aranessa. And Pickler 2.1, we'll move you around. I don't know what exactly we're going to do with you, but we'll move you around at least. So this guy, what do we do with this guy? Reload time, sure. Then we got this Vampire of Death.
I have sailed the world. Yes?
I was looking at options to do things around here, not seeing anything too good though, so let's just end the turn for now. So what are these guys going to do now? They can't decide what they want to do. Which is a good thing. It's always nice to keep the AI on their toes. Uh-oh, Tyrion's approaching. Well, so long as we can still... If we can keep Tyrion from sort of getting close to us, we'll be alright. Let's see, Pickle Mike says, I see the benefits of helping others, but to start a full-out war just seems stupid. I mean, certainly, it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's helping. The war in Iraq was to help Kurds, but it was also in the US interest as well. I mean, certainly, by that point, Iraq was no longer an ally in any shape or form. I don't subscribe to the conspiracy theories about Iraq. Oh no, Iraq was going to leave the the petrodollar, and that's why we had to take him out just like Gaddafi. No, I don't subscribe to that conspiracy theory, but certainly by the, by 2002, 2003, Iraq was no longer an ally to the United States. Well, it was even in the 90s when they invaded Kuwait and that sort of thing, which is such a weird thing itself. The whole invasion of Kuwait and all that. Because if I recall some of the stuff that I've read, the invasion of Kuwait kind of happened because the George H.W. Bush administration kind of wasn't exactly clear to Saddam about, what they would do if Saddam invaded Kuwait. Failure. Oh.
Kill or be killed. We come for your treasure.
Double failure. Facts Matter says Iraq believes Kuwait was part of their lands that was given away after World War II. I don't know how much I would subscribe to that, but at least certainly they could do that as their argument.
Get it done. Pistols and cutlasses ready.
Well, let's do another sacking of them. Really break them down here.
I thirst, undead raiders.
Ahoy! Move your spineless bags.
Facts Matter says that's what I was told. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what all the specifics were. I know at the very least there were some misinterpretation as to what the United States would do if they attacked. Iraq was kind of under the assumption that they could attack Kuwait and it wouldn't be a big deal. Well, then they ended up attacking Kuwait and suddenly the US was like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. Omar says, as a Middle Eastern, this conversation is getting awkward. At least awkward on my end. Oh, sorry, Omar. Although if you have anything to add, don't be afraid to, add your input on it.
I'll lash the stragglers.
Louder. For eternity.
Alright, so let's see. Pickler is there. Vokun is here. Let's go.
What is your demand? Harness the sea.
Or actually, you know what? I think we're clear to go into full speed. I don't like going full speed because it kind of opens you up if you're attacked that you'll be wiped out. But there's no armies close by, so we should be able to go full speed here. Then we'll completely raise the glittering tower, and we'll go from there. Alright, Barnaclebeard, let's get you moving over here to Swamp Town.
The galleon awaits.
Success! Excellent. Pickle Mike says, all this time, and the High Elves haven't expanded a lot. They have actually expanded over here. So if we look at the ownership screen, all of this white area is where they've expanded out. So the white area is the Lothern High Elves. The green area is the Avalorn High Elves that are up over here. And the red area is the Exiles of Nehek, one of the, or the only remaining Tomb King faction. So, all right, let's end the turn. See where we go next. Tyrion continues his approach. Oh, you bastards. They did get a guy over there. You double bastards. Oh. At least we're scaring them away. They have made a critical error, and the time for our attack has come. All right. So I know it was looking like we were going to take this place, but I think we're going to continue on and probably head for that Shrine of Loek. That'd be a good place to hit.
Knows my fate. Plotting a course. All bones on deck. Plain sailing. Fair wind.
Salute you,
Becca, let's keep you heading back over here.
vampire of the waves.
Sea dog.
These guys can go and take Tor Sarior,
Drop anchor.
or Tor Saroir, however you want to pronounce that.
Stop me! Pistols and cutlasses ready.
And we're just going to raise that one.
Then I seize. Treasure is there.
Treasure.
Blood and plunder.
Pickle Mike asks, why is she all the way over there? Who, Becca? Were you asking about Becca here?
Ready.
If so, she was out here establishing pirate coves and all that, all out in the far seas.
Sardasa's most infamous.
Also, since we have an opportunity here, I could hit the arc span there.
No.
The Queen of Tides.
Looking at options around here, I think I want to take the High Veil and destroy that. That would be a nice thing to do.
Swordfish.
Unwise.
Ready. Fear us.
Ridiculous.
Avast.
To serve.
Also, facts matter and Pickle, I think you can leave Omar alone about Jordan. Jordan is, of the places in the Middle East, I think Jordan is probably among the safest. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think the King of Jordan is a big fan of Star Trek, actually. As a little side note as well. Skeggy, you can build up a little. Alright, pigeons. Target Tyrion. See if you can slow him down. Failure. Oh. Oh, he's not fleeing? Oh. I'm just gonna auto-resolve it. Just because I really want to make sure that we wipe out Tyrion there.
The sea brings death.
Also, facts matter. I just thought of something. I don't think you have a character here. If you want a character, let me know. Same with you, K-Man. I don't think you have a character here either, since you have popped in. Alright, let's see. Right, still can't do our Cursed Mist. Might as well do the money thing, though. Facts Matter wants Pinochet. And yes, K-Man, you can get a character. What kind of characters do you guys want? Do you want a hero or do you want a lord?
All in dead hands.
We'll end the turn, and you guys can tell me what kind of characters you want, and then we'll go from there. At the start of the next turn. K-Man, the difference is a hero is pretty much just the individual unit, whereas a lord leads an army. And a hero can go with lords to go out and fight battles and that sort of thing, and the lords themselves can fight battles personally as well. So one nice thing about Total War Warhammer is you don't just have the, I mean, in like Total War Medieval, you had the generals, but they were part of a bodyguard group, and it was just different.
The crew tell me you come to offer things, Rope.
The only thing is a lord is quite a bit more expensive because just out of everything there, it's every time you add a lord, it gets a whole bunch more money, but K-Man wants a lord? Okay, cool. Clyde, Destroyer of Worlds. I think we could do that. I actually have one of these random guys that are sticking around. Now, K-Man, would you like a Lord of the Vampires? Because we have this guy that's already set up. We would just have to rename him. Lord of Vampires pretty much is... It provides some buffs. They can resurrect and heal undead units. They get some buffs to the attack rating of their guys. And they also get some interesting little spells like this Wind of Death that they can send down. Whatever's easier. Okay, sure. That way I don't have to build a whole new guy. So Clyde, Destroyer of Worlds. Oh no! Hold on. I can make this work. Clyde, Destroyer of Worlds. Waha, Clyde, Destroyer of Worlds, exists.
Pirate's life.
Alright, Aranessa send you to the High Vale. Wipe them out there.
I'll have them.
We do not
praise
fear
the
death.
sea father. For Sartosa. Bring them back.
Certainly not.
What is your demand?
Ridiculous.
My pistols speak better than I. Moving on.
Wave treading.
Pickle Mike says he chose a normal name. He ate one of us. Aw. Well, Facts Matter said Pinochet. So let's see. Well, first I gotta find a spot that I can recruit him. I think I might do it as a hero. We have Vampire Fleet Captains, but those are girls, so I don't know if Facts Matter wants that. Facts Matter, we could do you as a Gunnery White. You get a gun. So you can do ranged attacks and that sort of thing. Let's see. Intelligent would be useful. Whatever is clever. Yeah, you know what, I think Facts Matter says, if female just transitioned. Well, Facts Matter, do you want to be a guy with a gun, which is the gunnery, right? Gunnery White. Or you could be the Vampire Fleet Captain, which is a melee unit, and it has casting spells, that sort of thing. Do you see yourself using a gun, or do you see yourself using spells? Whichever fits the plan, I'm good. You know what, let's do a Gunnery White. And we'll go with Intelligence. Sharp minds make sharp blades, the sharper still. So hero defense, plus 5% chance of wounding aggressors, and plus 10% ambush defense chance.
My pistols speak better.
And we will rename him Pinochet. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Training is always a good thing to have, because we're going to have you in an army. Let's do this cackle fruit, enhanced ballistics, and dead eyes, and increase reload time. And we'll do increased range. I think we'll do that as well. Okay.
Fleet captain, reporting. We come for your treasure.
Unwise.
Shots beat swords.
Alright. So Vokun
Mind. A horde.
and the Pickler
My compass agrees.
can approach that Shrine of Loic there.
Blood and plunder. Strike now.
Oh, they can't quite reach it. Darn it. Pickler 2.1, you head down so you can join up with the Pickler. And we have this Shadow Peak there. I think that's a good place to hit.
This comes. All of aboard.
Yes. About time. Drooping.
The crew are restless. Get going! Surely not. Overland. Blood and gold.
I smell blood and gold.
Babel. Let's see. Let's bring you down here. Voodoo assassinate. Oh, failure. Boo. Alright, time to end the turn. And Pickle Mike says magic is just science we don't understand. Maybe, maybe. Welcome back, Omar. Haven't missed anything major yet. We're currently just having our armies spread throughout Ulthuan, ravaging what we can, that sort of thing. Oh, I don't like all of those armies there. Oh god. We might lose Clyde. But don't worry, Clyde is immortal, so if we lose him, we can just rebuild him. We have the technology. Pickle Mike says, what would people do knowing they can't die? Still feel pain and etc. but can't die. Talking about everyone just became immortal. It's a good question. What kind of immortal? Is it the kind of immortal where like they can suffer really horrible injuries and still be alive? Like, you know, they can cut off their heads, but the head is still alive, even if it can't talk or anything. Or is it just the kind of immortal that you would feel pain and you just don't die of old age and you don't age, that sort of thing? Military alliance with the Blue Vipers. This is interesting. You know what, this is an opportunity to build an alliance. Sure, we'll go with the Orc alliance. They have a lot of territory. Varag Throat Cruncher. Interesting. What does he have? Savage Orc Boy Biggins. Pickle Mike says you can suffer, but you'll still be alive. Okay. I don't know if that would make the world better or worse. Uh-oh. Captain Rainbow Farts is being a procrastinator because I haven't done anything with him lately. Oops. Let's get him out there then.
The galleon awaits.
Fax Matter said it would make it worse.
Or sword, thou fall. Fear us.
Certainly not.
Alright, you know what, Aranessa? I'm gonna send you down here. And that is true, Fax Matter. Torture would be much worse. So you guys are with us. Can you, like, attack Reaver's Mark there? Please? Pretty please?
Undead raiders. The fleet master has spoken.
Where to? All above all.
The tide has come in.
Encircle. And First K-Man said it would be worse because bad people would have no fear. I don't know, I think suffering would be a measure of fear, you know, being caught as a, you know, if your head was cut off from your body, that would be pretty horrible.
Landfolk are weak. Send them down.
I think we can hit that. We're trying.
Attack the cars.
Oh, we can.
Bunker.
Hold on, let me continue that. In a moment, I'm going to try and attack that. Faxmatter says, do the armies of the computer come back if their land is attacked? So they kind of do, like... So what I was trying to do earlier is I moved the Pickler and Vokun here. From over here, I moved them up and around over here towards the Glittering Tower. And they were approaching the Glittering Tower. Well, the AI was able to see that. Whether or not they actually saw it, or whether it's just the AI cheating and knowing where all enemy armies are, I don't know. But so they saw that, they moved their forces over to the Glittering Tower in Lothern. So instead, I decided to move over here and attack the Shrine of Loek. And we'll sack it. And now we can continue on.
Impossible.
What do you mean impossible?
Time. Pick your guts up. No.
But yeah, if you take a place and wipe it out, they do sometimes come back and take it as well. Like Reaver's Mark here, we wiped them out there, but they ended up having their forces come back and take it over. Faxmatter says, was thinking of if their armies are close to attacking one of your weak points, because you could use a decoy to threaten an attack to draw the troops back. Well, that's kind of what happened, even though I wasn't exactly intending to do that, when I had some forces over here. As they were approaching over here, the AI saw that and moved the second force from here over there. Because if they had attacked with Tyrion and then that 1 second army, I probably would have been able to hold my own. So they made a poor error there earlier. Not another failure. Oh. Alright, Babel. Let's see. Oh, they're back to level 5 again. Bastards. Pinochet, get you moving. And they damaged that there. Interesting. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting little battle. They have quite a few troops here, but we have these really big rotting leviathans. So we're going to try and fight this. I think we can win this, though. Omar says the game really doesn't want you to end it. Well, if we can get to where the Vortex is, I feel that would be a good place to potentially end it. Pickle Mike asks, can you travel in a boat in the middle of the island? Yes. So you can travel in that area around the Vortex. Alright. Interesting setup here. Rotting Leviathans, we're going to put you all towards there. Put 1 bloated corpse. Well, actually, you know what? We'll lead with bloated corpses, I think. So they will be that. They will be that. She's going to be forward with them. And you guys will be like there. Okay. Start deployment, and I think we're all good. Let's get started. So you move up there. You guys move up here. No, quit trying to blow up my bloated corpse. He doesn't want to die. Alright, you are going ahead. You stay back for a moment, let the rotting leviathans take some of those hits. Oh wait, not you. Alright, go Tubby, go! And then he goes boom. And we send the second bloated corpse in. For good measure. It takes a moment to think. Then he goes boom. Alright, you guys are gonna move in over there. The bombers and those guys are gonna be group 3 here, and we're gonna move them up front. Because they seem to help the most. So my general strategy for this battle, I send in the Rotting Leviathans to be the main tanks. And then I am spawning, or raising these Rotting Prometheans to help out as well. Oh, I guess she decided she didn't want to spawn those after all. For whatever reason. Pickle Mike says, I wish there was a spell that allowed you to raise your dead troops in the middle of combat. I mean, there are spells to spawn troops. And there are spells that can heal undead troops, and as you're doing, well, actually there's even some spells that you can heal and resurrect live troops, so long as you haven't lost an entire unit. Once you lose the unit, then you can't resurrect them anymore, which kind of sucks. Who's that over there? Get those archers. But yeah, if you can't resurrect troops with the healing spells from like Lore of Vampires, there are the spells that let you spawn different groups of units, whether it be these rotting Prometheans that you can spawn, or a few different other ones that you can spawn, depending on the circumstances. Alright, that was pretty good. Yeah, we only lost our bloating corpses, so...
This isn't the gods' victory. It's mine.
Pickle Mike, I'm assuming you meant to say, I've wondered what Tamriel would be like if they were advanced in technology like us instead of theology.
This is pirate land now.
I would like to raise Hexawaddle here, but I'm just afraid that they're gonna die.
Don't mind us.
Especially because
More power.
Hexawaddle will have the same issue as the whatchamacallit guys. The last defenders.
Blood and plunder.
Alright, so L here.
Admiral of the fleet. Treasure is there.
Put them into encamp stance. Oh, this guy can resurrect. Resurrect another bloated corpse. Nothing for Frank to do. Pigeons. Try and slow down that army there. Yay! Alright, one thing going for us.
All bones on deck.
Alright, anything else to do? I think that's it. Pickle Mike says, anyways, back to the question, do you think there would be cities with towering skyscrapers? How would it all play out? I mean, certainly there's an extent of technology from the Dwemer. I mean, you already kind of see some of the stuff. Even though a lot of it is old and, I guess, you know, falling apart versus what it used to be. Oh, are they not going to be able to make it here? Oh, they have made a horrible mistake. So I mean, certainly you can look at, you know, the Dwemer structures. You can see that they're automatron sort of creatures, that sort of thing. I guess the big question I would have is like, or my biggest thought, I guess. I don't think it would be necessarily too much different from modern day. Biggest issue is you're probably just going to be the different races coincide or coexisting and all that, and all of the potential troubles that that may bring with it. And then, of course, I guess there are questions in like living in big cities and what do you do with magic users who can, you know, cast firestorms and all that. It would be interesting if one day we were able to explore Tamriel after it's gone through some big technological advancement, but at the speed that they're going, I don't think that's going to happen. And for the most part, you really haven't seen any technological advancement in any of the Elder Scrolls games. Going from the stuff that takes place in the Second Era with Elder Scrolls Online all the way up to, you know, present day, there really hasn't been any fluctuation there. So,
All bones on deck.
can Vokun reach there? He can. Excellent. Then we're going to do that, and we're going to wipe them out there.
Is it time? Make them dead.
Pickle Mike says, but I wonder about the religions, because there is proof of the gods. I mean,
Admiral.
it's a good point. Certainly proof of the bad gods. The Daedra and all that.
Prepare boarding hooks. Make yourselves at home. More blood, more power. Admiral of the fleet.
Vokun will continue doing that for you.
About time. All bones on deck.
Oh, that Elysian is way too powerful for Pickler 2.1.
Fleet captain, reporting. Hide and cower.
And not good. These guys are recruiting more people into their army. Fudge. Fudge.
Aranessa salt spite. Aranessa salt spite.
Maybe I'll have Aranessa heal up there. And then as soon as she is done there, I'll have her go to the arc span, then I'll have her go across the sea to the Shrine of Assyrian. And Pickle Mike says, I convinced my parents to have one more day of freedom. How did you do that? I would have never been able to do anything like that.
Admiral of the fleet.
Alright, Rainbow Farts, let's get you to join them over there.
Blood and plunder.
Loyal to a fault.
My pistols be better than I.
Alright, bring Pinochet over there.
No.
So Yorin here has a lot of forces.
What is your demand?
My pistols they shall
Alright, good. So Pigeons was successful at slowing Fenrir here down, which means that these guys
Possible.
might go and attack Vol's Anvil, but if they do, we'll be able to wipe them out. Good night, Pickle Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Facts matter said from that. Pickle Mike's a future lawyer or politician. Possibly. Oh, we got a few things we can do over here. Well, that's always a nice thing.
I have sailed the world.
Of course, now poor Hexawaddle over there isn't looking too good. See you later, K-Man. Thanks for stopping in.
All bones on deck.
Alright, let's end the turn. gonna see what they do. I could probably just have Aranessa go straight into the island, and then head for the Shrine of Assyrian. Oh dear, another army is approaching now. And another army! It's like they're popping out of nowhere. Oh no, that Noeg there could get in the way of Aranessa. And Alariel is attacking. Okay, well I guess we're gonna have to fight this one. We have 1, 2, 3 dragons there. We have Alariel. Alariel has her tree man. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting battle. There's also a lot of cavalry here too. Alright, so you guys are just gonna kind of be over here. You got those guys there, and then you got these guys that will be part of that as well. Let's put all of you into group. We'll put you in group 5. Guard mode, that works. Next, so we're gonna have Rotting Leviathan here. Rotting Leviathan here. Rotting Leviathan in the back, and Rotting Leviathan in the back. Mortars will be located, like, right there. Those guys are going to cover the front. Actually, you know what? They should probably actually cover, like, the sides. The front are going to be covered by those guys. And then we got some of these guys dispersed in between, and then a whole bunch of these guys in the middle. With our deck dropper handguns flying on top. Alright, these guys are going to be group 1, stationed there. And our bloated corpses are going to be kind of standing in the middle here. Oh dear, they're already firing out fireballs. Alright, time to give a little present to these dragon princes. Go get him, Tubby. Ooh. I don't know what's going on around here, but someone's being very bright. You all fire on Alariel.
That's once. Some.
You are fighting, and you are fighting as well. Okay, good.
Fleet Admiral! They shall fall! Arise, my at last! Fleet Admiral! Aye, aye! Eager to kill!
Well, if I lose this person, it'll at least give me an opportunity to spawn in Noctilus.
Blood magic! Make haste! Move, you dogs! This is settled! Fleet Admiral! God,
Ugh, jeez.
pistols loaded! Truth! Justice! Save!
So what the hell is Alariel even using here? The Star of Avalor replenishes hit points of combatants. It affects self, ground, allies, affects allies in range, max 3 for 200 meters. Okay. Well, that didn't go so well. Not at all. I didn't think that Alariel was that powerful to destroy 146 units. No, they stole my relic sword. Aw. Oh well, it's not like this place is super important to me anyway, so. Fax Matter says he flipped God mode on, or she technically. Darn Alariel.
Hand me on my ship and
So these guys are offering a military alliance. Sure, why not? Alright. Aranessa does not quite have the range to go to where I need her to go.
I trust them.
Well, let's go destroy Torfinu here.
They are aligned. Prepare boarding hooks.
Admiral of the fleet!
Avast and draw your blades.
Serve for eternity! The fleet master has spoken!
Cleanse them of life.
Cleanse them of life. Yes.
Us.
Let's give this guy Route Marcher. Or, well, nah. I think I'll continue with his magic.
The seas are mine. Treasure,
Blood and gold.
blood and plunder.
Alright, combine you guys. Can spawn one of those. Combine these guys. Get rid of that.
No prey.
And then spawn one of those.
On deck.
Becca, continue on
Are
in.
you sweetling me?
And I'll recruit River Rat
Balls
again.
on deck.
Take a moment, look through here. If I remember correctly, I think River Rat I was given a whole bunch of depth guard.
Do not make mistakes.
And then I was doing Rotting Prometheans as well. I think that's what I was doing, right? Well, let's see. Depth guard. Rotting Promethean gunnery mobs. Yep.
Fleet captain, reporting. Get going, Scott.
Ah, Tyrion took over here. That makes it more difficult for my heroes to hit.
On deck. Kill and kill again. Sails.
Retreat.
Is it time? All bones on deck.
Alright. I think it's time to take Nazarick for ourselves. We could turn that into another base of operations here.
Fight them. Throw.
Like we did back in the first few episodes a long time ago.
Wipe them out. Admiral of the fleet. Swiftly now.
Let's see, Nazarick just has Picaroon's hideout.
Attack.
Oh, wipe them out. Good.
This isn't the gods.
And occupy.
Mine.
Which now makes my fact that I destroyed the Cairn Thel. That kind of makes that a little moot. Oh well. Do that for money. And then... Rusty Pistol Trove. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, let's see. Count Noctilus, the Lord of Dread. Let's recruit you.
Noctilus reigns.
So we at least can start building up your forces. So let's see. Ooh. Master of the Dread Fleet increases Lord Recruit rank. He also has Regenerative Hull. Not too bad. Vandal. Increases pirate crew growth. Of the Von Karstein line. Gives him regeneration. And he can cause terror. Oh! Noctilus gets a Necrofex Colossus. I forgot about that. And we'll give him Lucky Charm for the missile resistance. Sea Curse. Increases melee defense for Depth Guard, Terrorgeist, and Deck Droppers. I suppose we could do that. And then he has Invincible Fleet, which makes him unbreakable. Oh. So if he's unbreakable, that could be very useful there. And then we'll do Tenacity. So it looks like he is also a master as well. Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma. That is a Lore of Shadow spell. The Withering is Lore of Shadow. These two are Lore of Vampires. So it looks like he has a mixture of Lore of Shadow and Lore of Death. Ooh. I think I actually want to do... Actually, think I do want to do his magic. Because this Pit of Shades is really nice. If you can get a if you can get a group of people all together and use Pit of Shades, it's like a black hole, a stationary black hole. It is like totally awesome. Scar Graveshaker. What was that about? I don't know what that was about. Alright, what kind of stuff can we get him? We can get him better missile resistance. He's currently at 30. We can get him a ward save. Let's do the ward save. And we'll increase his attack. Ball Amulet for 22% damage resistance. Yeah, we can do that. Black Buckthorn's treasure map. Give him Vanguard deployment. Or actually, you know what? I think I'll do this Potion of Toughness. Because then he can, we can use that to heal him in battle. And finally, we'll use this Wand of Jet, or the Power Stone. Power Stone we can only use once in battle. Wand of Jet we can use, but it has a plus 30 ability recharge. You know what, we'll do the Wand of Jet. Spell of the Necromancer's Apprentice. I think I want to do that. Alright, I think I have everything set up how I want it. And I think the overall plan that I'll do, I'll make Noctilus really tanky. I'll give him a bunch of spells and I'll boost up his personal combat stuff. And I might do a few skills in his army tree, so we can boost up the physical resistance of his Necrofex Colossi. Alright, I think that'll work.
It's mine.
Count Noctilus reigns. Watch the river.
This is gonna take a while. But we'll do a whole bunch of Necrofex Colossi into Noctilus's force there.
Admiral of the fleet.
And Rainbow Farts, keep him moving.
My pistols speak better than I.
Pinochet will drop you off over here. Oh, still failure on that part. I am disappointed. Alright, so I have to decide, what do I do with Aranessa here? Do I wait a turn to have her go with River Rat? I think we'll do that. Because if she goes with River Rat, she'll be a bit more protected. Oh, those guys are falling back? That was a poor choice. But those guys are going forward. But not forward enough.
I'm ready to cast off this best beat.
So these guys want a non-aggression pact. I suppose I can accept that. I know the last defenders don't like clan wars, but you know what? Too bad.
Come on board. I'll guarantee you.
And the dwarves don't like it either because they are at war with clan wars, but oh well. Too bad, dwarves, too bad. Alright, I think I can speed up the rest of this.
I have no equal.
Alright, so the AI has once again made a horrible mistake, sending Tyrion in alone. Although this time it's actually showing it's leaning towards him for whatever reason. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. Let me save this, just in case the auto-resolve is weird. I don't really want to fight this battle. I shouldn't have to fight this battle because I outnumber him like 2 to 1. Close victory, okay, good. I was like, come on, I should win that battle. I would have been very annoyed if I didn't win that battle. Alright, Becca, join up with River Rat there.
Loyal to a fault.
We'll do that kidnapping for the increase to bonus versus infantry.
With purpose.
And now it's time for River Rat and Aranessa to both go. Head for Tor Elir there.
Has the crew's respect.
All bones on deck.
River Rat, let's see. Cannons? Sure.
Your orders. Ye come for your treasure. All ship shape.
Ridiculous.
And for whatever reason, I still don't quite understand this, is sometimes I have like a 100% chance of success with some of my heroes. Not entirely sure why that's happening, but I mean, it's a good thing, I guess, so.
The sea knows my fate. Sea dog.
Alright, let's see. Pickler and Vokun. Kinda holding up the fort for the moment. Actually, you know what? We could probably send Vokun down to take the Shrine of Loak. I think we should be able to do that relatively fine. Pickler 2.1, have him join up with the Pickler again.
You're well. My beastars speak better than I.
And Pigeons, try and slow down Ulthuan there. Just for the hell of it.
Headshot.
Success! Alright. This might be the last turn that we do for today. We're getting closer. We're almost at the Vortex. I think it's pretty certain that we will be at the Vortex in the next Total War Warhammer episode. Then we can finally spawn my guy, who's been waiting like forever to be spawned. Oh dear, now they're attacking. I might lose Wall's Anvil on this one. I wonder if they're gonna try to send anyone up to that. Nope, they didn't. I was wondering if they were gonna send anyone up to that one settlement that I was at, but apparently they decided they weren't going to do that. Which I guess is good. For me, at least. Omar asks, what are you going to do once you get there? Well, once I get to the Shrine of Assyrian, I'm going to spawn my guy. He's a Lord of Death. Not entirely sure what we plan to do there after that. I don't know if I'll take that as the end of the episode or end of the series. Depends if I feel that we've done enough to wipe out whatever remains of the High Elves here.
Can and will. Move, scum!
I'll have them.
Alright, Toralir, you are going to fall under our control now.
Think. Come on.
We got a jellyfish in a jar? Increases assassinate chance, wound chance, and enables poison attacks. Well, let's give that to this guy, Voodoo 1. To increase assassination chance, that's always a good thing. Oh wait, was it a talisman? Is that what it was? Yes. Fax Matter says a healthy dose of genocide is in order for the High Elves. I suppose that's true. We could spend a few episodes doing that. Omar says, SpongeBob's dream came true, a jellyfish in a jar. I do not watch enough SpongeBob to know that that was SpongeBob's dream.
Plenty of plunder.
Alright, so Lillian is there with her force. Could Clyde win that? It's not looking exactly good. Fax Matter says, wouldn't want the High Elf Menace to return and have an issue like this again. Well, they will return in the next series, unfortunately.
My beastars speak better
You know what, Pinochet? I'm going to have you go to the Shrine of Assyrian. You're going to await us there, and you'll join my force directly.
Speak swords.
Yeah, Vokun, you were going to take the Shrine of Loic. Let's do that.
Be under this price. Undead riders.
We got that. We got that. Alright, Shrine of Loic, we're gonna get rid of that. Build that up. I'm not entirely sure what else we'll do there. And Rainbow Farts can approach. And Omar, your guy, can now join us at Ulthuan. Babel here, I'm going to move you up to Reaver's Mark, so we can at least see what's going on there. Oh no, I've used up all my money. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright folks, so that is going to be it for this episode here today. Looks like we will be doing at least one more, maybe two more episodes of Total War Warhammer 2 with Vampire Coast. And don't forget to vote on the Discord for what you want to see next. Right now, if we look at it just real quick here, it looks like, let's see. Yeah, it looks like Total War Warhammer 2 is currently winning with a positive, like, 1. Everything else is at 0 or -1 for Civilization 5. So yeah, be sure to check out the Discord and vote for what you want to see as the next series. That'll come after Total War Warhammer. And the next 2 days, we'll be going back to Spore. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.